This is a review for the Asus Eee Pad Transformer Prime. I've had it for about 3 months now, and I'm really happy with its performance in every way. So I wanted to do a follow-up review. This is Coach C, and I hope you enjoy it. So I'm going to be featuring quite a few things in this review. I have a Bluetooth headset here that I'll connect to it eventually and show you that it's able to download while it's connected. I have a capacitive touch pen, works really well with it. I also have let's see if I get it here, a micro SD card, a 32 gig micro SD card, so the storage can be expanded. I have another just standard issue thumb drive here. So there's the tablet. I'm actually recording this with this portion with my iPhone 4S. So you know, Apple and Google can get along. I have the HDMI out cable with the micro HDMI out, so I can connect it. I'll eventually connect it to this 26-inch flat screen TV here, so you can see what that looks like. I have the keyboard that you can purchase separately, but they work extremely well together, so I highly recommend it for anyone that has a transformer. And I also have this ancient gamepad. I've had it for at least 10 years. It doesn't have, the controls like the PS controllers, the PlayStation controllers. It even has the old connections for the old school computers before they had USB drives. And it had the option to connect it to a USB drive, so I did that. And you know what? It actually works with my Android tablet, so that is pretty sick. Alright, let's get into the review. So the word of the day, and I'll say it a few times, is connections, connections, connections. This tablet connects to everything. And yes, we're going to an era where things are going to be wirelessly connected to each other, and it definitely does well connecting wirelessly to a lot of things, but not everything is wireless, so it does a great job of connecting physically to many devices as well. The main thing that it connects to is the keyboard. So connected to the keyboard, you just align the arrows, you slide it in, and there you go. It is connected to the keyboard. Now you can use the mouse to navigate where you want to go, and that works pretty well. Now suppose your friend has, an SD card, or not a thumb drive, and they want to share a file with you. They can't necessarily do that wirelessly, so you can plug that card right in, and it tells you that it's preparing for storage, and you'll be able to access what's on that card. So then you'll run into the issue of, okay, I can't see what you're doing. You have an entire room full of people and they can't see what you're doing, and you don't happen to be at home where you have your Apple TV. Then you can just pull out your SD card, because more than likely, they'll have a high definition input on their viewing device, and you can connect it to your tablet. So I'm gonna go ahead and connect this TV to this tablet. Let's turn it on. And I'll eventually zoom out so that you can see how it looks. So there it is, connected to the TV, and that is a really cool feature. And zoom out a little bit. There. So now the entire room can see what you're doing, and they don't have to just crowd around your small screen. So there's that. You can go in and look at your pictures again. If I go back to my images, I can have it play my different pictures. Click on these photos. I can play the different images on a large screen TV. These pictures were actually taken with the 8 megapixel camera on this device, so you can get an idea of how those look. You know, some of them were from afar. That one was taken really far away with a digital zoom. That's a portion of a panoramic camera. So you can get an idea of some of the features. You know, you can use the keyboard to navigate. They work really well together. Home screen. I have a micro SD card right here. I have a micro SD card right here. It's so small you have a hard time reading it, but there it is. A 32 gig micro SD card, okay? It's smaller than my index finger, though I might have fairly big index fingers relative to most people. Focus back on the screen. You can put the micro SD card into the device, and it tells you that it's preparing it, and then it becomes available, whatever is on the micro SD card. So you can get to what's on the micro SD card in a few ways. You can look at the file system, and it doesn't take long to tell you what's going on. It tells you that it has the USB stick in here. And then focus on this screen a little bit. Alright, so it tells you that it has the USB stick, it tells you that it has the micro SD card, and this is the micro SD adapter, but you could also put another SD card right here. There's an SD card slot right there. So the expansion capabilities of this tablet are unlimited, because you can have an unlimited amount of micro SD cards. You're not just stuck with the storage that comes on the device. I find that to be really pretty useful. So you can go in and explore whatever is on the micro SD card. So let's see which one of these I'd like to play. No. So you can still use your hands to navigate this thing. The files that you're playing on through the HDMI cable need to be MP4s. This records an MP4 normally, but whatever files you're going to be using, they need to be converted as far as video files. I know the MP4 works. Windows media files don't work. Flash files won't play. But you know, these are some of the files that will. So let's see. Play this one. Control the volume through this thing. So you can see the tablet shuts off and the big screen, whatever the HDMI out is on, takes over. So you can actually close the device, you know, decently. I don't know if I'm going to close it all the way because then it'll shut off, I think. Never tried that. Not going to try it right now. But yeah, there you go. You have a pretty neat video quality and the sound streaming through the larger device, and you can enjoy your videos that are on the device. This is actually on the SD card, and it's playing through the big screen. So pause that. Go back. I'm gonna take out the micro SD card. It tells you that it removed it safely. And now this was interesting. I've had this game pad for, like I said, a very long time, and I just wanted to see if it would work with this Android device. So I connected it, and initially I thought it wasn't going to work because the game that I connected it to was not responding, but then it just told me that I needed to configure the keyboard, and then it started working. So I'll show you how that looks with a shadow gun. So console quality game with your controller, okay, and I'm controlling it with I'm not hardcore, obviously I don't play this game a lot, but I think the graphics are really cool. So yeah, you can, you know, play your games. So it's in both screens.
Which means the good doctor is expecting us.
Yes, other nuclear missiles were also an excellent indicator.
Sarah, was that sarcasm?
No, I will attempt to locate alternate frequencies.
So this controller is so old it doesn't have the two analog controllers, so you can control the view and the direction. So I'll actually be controlling the shooting through the screen sometimes, but you know, it moves pretty well. You can roll and have, if you're like me and you have a bunch of, you know, technology just sitting around your house and you want to get as much out of it as you can, then this tablet definitely helps you with that. So here where the issues come up. So you can shoot like that. There's no lag, and it moves really smoothly. The processing power is definitely able to handle what's happening here. You can see the effect on the water. It's really neat. Can you see that? It's being blocked. So, put down a little bit. You can see the effect on the water. Yeah. There you are. So, it's pretty neat. What else? I could actually use this thing to charge my iPhone. Oh yeah. Not even the iPad can charge the iPhone. But here's my iPhone, and it's probably pretty low on power actually right now. It's 24%. I plug this thing in, and there it is. It's charging. If I wanna, you know what, I'll run a speed test on it. Something I realized, you know, different places in my home, it'll register drastically different speeds, but the Wi-Fi issue hasn't been much of an issue. They've done a lot to fix whatever bugs they had. No, 3.7 megs, 4 megs. That's a pretty solid download rate. So let it complete that test, and it'll do about the same for the upload rate. So there you have it. I can, if I move it to certain locations in my house, it'll get significantly faster rates as well. So I'm fine with that. Even if I connect it to my Bluetooth headset here, right? I'm gonna go ahead and connect that. So let's see. Turn Bluetooth on. So this is the headset. You can see that it's connected, and I'm gonna go ahead and run the speed test while it's connected, see if that, you know, changes it at all. Changes it much. So it's a little bit slower, but you know, it's still very functional. It still gets the job done really well, and it doesn't affect the upload rate much at all, it seems. So there's that. Whatever issues they had with the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi seems to be taken care of. They also had issues where the camera playback wasn't working very well in some instances, but seems to be working fine now. Let's find something to watch. Watch one of my videos. So we'll look at this one. So all my videos are recorded in HD, so that means that it's a lot of data to download, and you know, we'll give it a little time to buffer. And you'll see how they look. So it automatically takes the video, shoots it out directly, exclusively onto the big screen if you have the HDMI cable connected, and then it does its thing. So it's buffering, you know, decently at the moment. We'll start playback.
Playback freak out a little bit, so I'm going to do that now. I'll do this. And that turned pretty smoothly. And turns pretty smoothly again. Turns pretty smoothly, but if I keep my hand on this, see what happens?
Yeah.
See all those lines?
So it doesn't freak out anymore.
Weird. Look at that.
So it doesn't freak out anymore. That no longer happens. So thank you very much for fixing that. Nicely done. And that was fixed really early on. But yeah, it's been a great tablet. I mean, it has so many different features that I use it. I definitely use it way more than I use my laptop, and especially when I'm out. I mean, it's just so much easier to get to. I have it pretty much firmly affixed to my hip at this point when I go about. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like what we're showing here. I do, you know, some technology stuff. I'm gonna work on giving more, and a lot of